Yo, what's up, IG fam? How you doing? You see the title, and I cannot wait to get this haircut tomorrow. But hey, I'm gonna do it for me, and I just do it for the gram. But anyway, this message for you. I don't know if you can hear me through this mask. Let me know if you can't. But I just was praying and just thinking about relationships in my past that didn't necessarily work out, and God was just talking to me, and I was just like, um, how about pray for them? Every time they come up in your mind, and every time somebody comes into your heart where, of course you've been hurt, um, but they didn't come into your life for a reason. And we begin to, as we break up with people, we begin to get our heart shattered, and we need healing. We tend to think about all the things that they did do wrong instead of the things that they did do right. Yes, the relationship did not work out. Yes, the person that you were getting to know, it didn't work out. But what about the positive things that they taught you? I think God's biggest lessons come through relationships. And I'm just I'm just grateful for the relationships I have been in, or almost potential relationships, because it taught me something about life and taught me something about myself, and I've used those things not to hate those people or those ladies, but to level up in areas in my own life. And that takes growth for anybody saying it. I see all the time where men dog women, their past relationships, and women dog their baby daddy or whatever, and say men are trash. But have you ever sit back and just start thanking God for their life? For their lives, whether the relationship was messed up or not. Did you thank God for the lesson? Did you thank them for the good times and the smiles they provided? Because a lot of times we begin, even years later, we tend to focus on the negative. We tend to focus on what we thought that they needed to work on. And if they did this, the relationship would have worked out. And might as well, it might have. But have you ever prayed for that person? Have you ever said, you know what, God, thank you for their life. Thank you for them coming into my life and teaching me a lesson. Those people, if you use it in that context, they never were a waste of time. They were just a lesson that you need to learn at the time, and be open to them growing as well. Because a lot of times the only place we can grow is social media. The only place a person can grow is in that person's minds in the past, right? So that person, it's been 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, especially if it's been 10, that person is a whole new person. That person might have grown from that, and you're still thinking about the person what they were 10 years. You're still thinking about what they were 10 months from ago. So when negative thoughts begin to come up and creep into your mind about your exes, about your baby daddy or your baby mama, whatever, pray for them. They came into your life for a reason, and you can use that as a lesson to level up instead of pointing at that person and say they need to do this. You'll never grow. You'll stay the same person. They might level up and become a whole new person, but you're so stuck in the hurt that they did, that you never took the time to say, you know what did they do to help me realize what areas I need to grow in? So think about that. I'm gonna get to my workout. Yes, I'm at the gym. Yes, I'm wearing this because it's not. I'm not going to the gym to look good. I just want to work out. Yeah, I come to look good, but that's for the outside. I want to work out, I want to be healthy and all that stuff. So think about that as you think about your exes. And anybody who's watching this has been in my past, I do pray for you. I pray for you. I know I put an imprint into your life as well. And I pray that, if we do meet again, you've grown from the situation. You've grown from situations other than after me as well. You become a new person. And if you're married now, praise God. I hope my situation where you said, this is the thing I didn't want in a husband, these are the things I do want in a husband, and it helped you grow. All right, these are the things I needed, especially this. These are the things that I was okay in, but these are the things that I needed to work in. When you focus on that even more than what they needed to work in or what you didn't want, okay, what did that relationship bring to what I needed to work on? Okay, these are things I loved about myself that I did, but these are some things that I didn't like so much about myself. What am I going to do to improve it? What am I going to do to fix it? So think about it in that. And anybody, like I say, anybody who's watching this in my past, especially if I use you as an example of what I don't want, I want to acknowledge and just say you would never got that far in my life if you was an example, some of the examples of what I did want, you know. So you wasn't all bad, you wasn't all evil. This didn't come off of a post or somebody saying, "Right, why are you talking about me? Why are you using me as example?" It just came as a thought with God, just praying with God and saying, you know what, God, I thank them for being in my life, and I thank them for the growth that they caused me to be the man I am today and the man that I'm going to be today. My future wife is going to thank them later. My future children is going to thank them later. Those relationships taught me something that other things couldn't, in other ways, couldn't teach me. So I'm going to get back to working out. It's hot now. I'm going to take this off, actually. So it's hot now. Maybe it's because I'm talking or maybe because I'm in the gym, but think about that as you think about your exes, as you think about people that hurt you in your life. It doesn't have to be an ex. It can be parents. It can be aunties. It can be uncles. It can be cousins. It can be friends. It can be coworkers. It can be a pastor. Think about the people that you've thought in your life that you say, yes, you like, man, I hate when they did that. Start praying for them. Start praying for them and be grateful for the lesson that they caused. And start praying for your own growth. What did I learn and how can I grow from this? All right, guys. Before I start rambling like I do, because I'm a pastor, I can say I'm going to get off and then it'll be like 15 more minutes. I'm going to get off now. So holla at your boy. Yo! Oh, I'm supposed to end the video. It's supposed to be... Yo!